Hi guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is MJ and you are welcome back to my YouTube channel. So as per the title of today's video, I am going to be sharing with you guys my experiences and observations as an ex-national service personnel. I know this video was supposed to come out earlier, but then better late than never. I'm still going to put this content out there regardless, so that in the near future, when you're thinking about where to go and do your service, you do consider some of these things that I have said. Okay, so without wasting your time, what is NSS? If you are in Nigeria and you're watching this video, NSS is very much synonymous to NYSC. So as per the rules of the country, NSS is a 1-year course, I would say, that you undertake after uni. So you are to serve the country for a year, and within this period you can be posted to any region of their choice. So but a chunk of us just rule out other regions because there's no family, there are no friends, and we want to be around the people that we know, which is quite understandable. But I'm going to be sharing my experiences with you guys, and I hope that a chunk of you, after watching this video, do not rule out most of these regions. So without wasting your time, let me get straight into the video. My first observation as an NSS personnel in the Bono region has to be transportation. So this video is basically about cost of living. Okay, mind you, I am not sharing this video to tell you that once you're done with NSS or once you do your service in some of these regions, you are able to save money to build the house that you want to build, to buy the car that you want to buy, or to probably travel to Dubai. I'm not saying that is going to help you save money for any of these. I'm just saying that if you want to live or want to have that budget friendly period of service, you might want to consider some of these regions as a place of service. Yeah, you might want to consider some of these regions. So my first point, like I said, has to be about transportation. Transportation in Sunyani was very budget friendly. Like, I mean, it was so meaningful and reasonable to me. Initially in 2021, the prices were lower than they are now because of the increase in fuel prices. The prices have also skyrocketed a little bit. Initially, I think it was around 2 cedi, but now it's 3 cedi 60 pesos, which to me as a service personnel, when you are paying that amount on transportation, is very reasonable, depending on or looking at how much we are being paid as service personnel. If you are being paid this amount and then you are paying more than 3 cedi 60 pesos on transportation, or even more than 10 cedi a day on transportation, it's a loss. I mean, you are really going to live or exceed or go beyond your budget. Your parents are really going to be spending so much, and looking at the number of days that we go to work in a week, you are really going to be spending so much money. My friends, two of my friends I spoke to were telling me how much they spent on transportation, and it's crazy because you are earning 559, and you are paying 43 cedis to and fro work. You are paying 100 cedis, not less than 100 cedis to and fro work. I mean, what a life. It's crazy, you know. It's really not reasonable. That amount of money is not reasonable to be paid on transportation alone, minus food. Guys, minus food, you pay 43 cedis to and fro work. You pay no less than 100 cedis to and fro work. That's alone on transportation. It doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever. I was even so lucky that my house was very close to the office. Proximity, my house was very close to the office, so I could literally walk to and fro work, and that helped me save a lot of money. I wasn't spending so much on transportation, although the fare was like very cheap. I wasn't even spending on transportation because my house is very close to the office and I could literally walk to and fro work. So when you are trying to embark on this national service whatsoever, look out for these things. Transportation, you think is just a little amount of money, it really be eaten into your money and makes you go beyond your budget. You would eventually exceed your budget and be spending monies that you have allotted to other things or you have assigned for or to spend on other things. You really be eaten into your money. So consider transportation when you're about to commence or begin your national service. My second observation has to be, or my second experience and observation was that food was cheap. Oh my god, both the cooked or when both the food stuff and then the fast food and any other thing like food in Sunyani, provisions whatsoever there is very cheap. To me, the prices are good. The prices are really good, especially when you go to the market. I wasn't shopping from the market from the start because I really didn't know the town, the in and out of the town. So I was usually going to Melcom to kind of like patronize my stuff. But then when I finally chanced on the market, when I finally found where the market was, I would literally go to the market to shop everything. And then sometimes I price some items that I know that should be more than the price they are mentioning. I'm like, what? They mention an amount that is really low, and I'm like, really? And I was spending this much. The prices there are really crazy, especially food stuff. I think the reason it has to be because there are farming towns around this area, and so they bring food into the capital to sell. And so when you go to the market to buy food, the prices are really low, except for one kinky seller. Her kinky was very expensive, but I think the kinky was worth the price though. The kinky was worth the price. Food there is actually very cheap. You do not have to do too much. You don't have to spend too much. If you take 20 cedis, I think you can eat breakfast and you can eat lunch. Maybe not supper, but you can eat breakfast and lunch in Sunyani. So food, transportations are two things to consider before you embark on this national service journey. Bringing me to my third point, there was little or no stress with traffic and no traffic and all of these things. I don't have to wake up at 3 a.m. or 4 a.m. to get to work because I want to beat traffic. And I don't have to leave work knowing that I'm going to flash. My bed is just going to flash me. And in a twinkle of an eye, I will be up again taking my bath because I want to get to work early. Why would you want to go to work at 3 a.m., 4 a.m., that stress, and come back at 10 p.m. and just... you're not sleeping actually, because once you get up, you get back from work at 10 p.m., you're just going to take your bath now. You might even you even eat late, which is not healthy. It's not healthy. And you now just lie down on your bed, and then before you realize it, it's 3 a.m., 4 a.m. And because you want to beat traffic, you are already up, getting ready and ready to go to work. Take your time, Priscilla, okay? Getting ready to go to work. I kind of like wake up at 7 a.m. No, I wake up at 6 a.m. From the start, I was waking up at 6 a.m. and then by 7 o'clock, I am ready to go to work. And I really get to work early because, like I said in my first point, my house was very close to the office. I don't have to wake up at 4 a.m. to go to work. And when I close from work, I still have enough time to get back home, or I have time to get back home, and I still have enough time to do other extracurricular things or activities that I want to do. If you have anything planned out for that day, you are able to execute because you come back from work very early. There is no traffic wahala. You do not have to stay in traffic for long. You do not have to get back home late. You get back home very early, and you are able to even take long siestas, naps whatsoever before you wake up the next day for work. You're able to have enough sleep. You don't come back from work and your body is worn out. You are tired and basically just, tired of service. You get to a point where all these things will stress you out and you're like, let me just give this thing up. I'm not going to do it anymore. Consider these regions because there's actually little or no traffic when you're coming back from work. That has to be my experience. Like, I really enjoy this part of service because I'm like, I hate sitting in cars for so long because sometimes I just get car sick. So if I have to sit in a car for like 2-3 hours just because there's so much traffic, I don't know what would have happened to me. So if you're like me, just consider some of these regions and go do your service there. Bringing me to my last point, which is actually not a point. It's not a point, okay? This is more of like a demerit, more of like a con when it comes to doing your service in some of these regions, because you do not have a family member, you do not have a friend, you do not have any relative there. You're literally there alone. You will definitely feel alone because there's no one to talk to, there's no one to visit, there's nowhere to go. Personally, because there was no fun place there, I was spending 80% of my time indoors. But if you enjoy your own company, if you are one person that can enjoy your own company, I don't think there should be a problem. Rather, you would see it as a money saving mechanism. Okay, it should rather be a money saving mechanism for you, because you're literally in the room all the time. Though sometimes boring, I feel like at the end of it's worth it. When you come back after a year, you can still hang out with your friends, you can still go anywhere you want to go, and then you tend to save enough money. You just tend to save enough money. Mind you, you're not saving for your next trip, you're not saving for that house, you're not saving for that wedding. Okay, you're just saving enough money and living a budget friendly life. That is an avenue for you to live a budget friendly life. Also, soon I've come to the end of my video. I hope I have been able to convince you. Have I? Yes, no, 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 yes, I have been able to convince you to consider some of these regions and not rule them out when you are about to embark on your national service journey. See you in my next video. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to leave a comment down below. And if you have an experience, or if you want to share with us your experience, do that in the comment section. I will read all of them. And see you in my next video. Bye.